Relating to more news, various things. This relates to cyber hacking threats. FBI director warns China hacking threats. FBI director warns that Chinese hackers are preparing to wreak havoc on U.S. critical infrastructure. Man. Part of infrastructure is the cyber world. You know what I mean? Relating to different institutions, venues, and different things. So that's the infrastructure, the foundation relating to from a cyber aspect, man. Based on different entities from, public, private, the grid, different things. All right, let's go. Chinese cyber attacks are intended to induce societal panic across America. So their goal is to stoke fear and pandemonium and chaos, man. Relating to that, reading this report, different various news reports from CNN to Fox, the New York Times. Let me see. Top U.S. cyber officials give Congress stark warning about China's hacking powers, man. And infrastructures have weak vulnerabilities and weak points here. You know what I mean? So China's trying to capitalize. If it ain't China, it'll be Russia, it'll be somebody else, man. U.S. officials delivering warning that Chinese hackers are targeting infrastructure. And one of the biggest infrastructures they could cause that fear is relating to the grids, man, the electric, man. You know what I mean? Having control and access to that, you know, where they can manipulate that relating to the grid. Different infrastructures relating to, like I was saying, from computer aspect, cyber aspect, to, banks, where it can affect the banks, your internet and different things, man. Your way of pretty much life, man. You know what I mean? So I was giving warning relating to that, you know what I mean? Pretty much the external entities, but you also got to worry about internally as well, man. That's another lesson. But Chinese hackers are preparing to wreak havoc and cause real harm to Americans. U.S. disrupted China's hacking operation. You know what I mean? Each of these countries, they're probably hacking each other, man. U.S. is probably hacking China, Russia, and vice versa, man. What is China's stance on cybersecurity? China is increasingly emphasizing governmental sovereignty on cyberspace and data, rapidly involving its cyber security and data regime, enacting numerous rules and policies, formulating national standards for cyber security and data protection. So their sovereignty and power is that to protect, relating to their cyberspace, their cyber world, man. Protect from it, from intrusion, in a matter of speaking. What is China's threat to the U.S.? The threat from the security investments that finance certain companies of a PRC and certain uses of developments of Chinese surveillance technologies continue to pose an unusual and extraordinary threat to national security, foreign policy, and economy of the United States, man. There's a report here. There we go.
Christopher Wray, the FBI director you see here, is going to be in front of a House reveals targets to be water treatment plants, electrical grids, oil and natural gas pipelines, and transportation systems. He says these Chinese hacking efforts extend just beyond technology.
Basically, those areas that we're talking about as a threat can shut down relating to the flow and continual operation of the United States with transportation. Your cyber will affect your different things, planes, trains, and different things, man. So they trying to cut relating to that flow off of normal societal operations, man. So that was a WRAL report. Let me see what that is. Let me see. See what that stands for, WRL. Let's see. That's out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So it's a report from that short video. Let me see what else we have. So that's always been a big concern relating to being hacked or compromised from computer-wise by another country. Relating to vulnerability, relating to cyber attacks, man. We had 12,000 UPS workers report earlier being laid off. A lot of it's from what was it? Manager or in some other one they had. Let me see. A lot of it was from manager or in pretty much upper level. It's pretty much most of the layoffs. Let me see if I can find it. The reason they were a report I was reading, they were trying to reach up to about 92 to about 94 billion. So they're under their estimated what they want, their underestimated mark they were trying to make. They were on like 91 for 2023 and wanted about 92 to 94 billion. So they're under the mark. So this year they would have to increase that to 96. That was off a CNN report. And a lot of jobs are a contractor and manager being mostly laid off in that area, man. Here we go. I was reading that earlier. See right here. So they were under their estimated goal as far as for last year. So so they had to make cuts relating to, what was it, manager and contractor aspect, most of the layoffs. So that was 12,000. So they're trimming it down, Also cut costs as well. That was a UPS report, CNN. You got CNN talking about that a little bit. And like I was saying, 92 billion. To 94 was the goal they were trying to reach. They only got up to 91. And they were also talking about doing something with the Coyote trucking company or something, doing something with that, looking to do something with that. I was on a report too. Let me see. So that goes into that. You see a lot of these companies being laid off, man. Sports, yeah, Sports Illustrated laying off workers. Sports Illustrated, some other companies. You know, of course, the tech companies, they were laying off. They started last year, continuous layoffs. A lot of other companies, man. Rite Aid and the store things they cutting off. They'd be closing CVS's, the Rite Aids, which is more up north. But, different other entities, man. They're, they're cutting jobs, man. Let me go to Ecclesiastes 12:1. I'll start at number 1. Or remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, from the beginning, while the evil days come not. So the evil days are still at a distance, nor years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So you got to remember relating to certain things from the beginning, while the evil days are still far, preparing for those, while the evil days are still at a distance, or are not near. While the sun and the light and the moon and the stars not be darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, pretty much signs of different things. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because there are few. That's the workers, man, because it's being cut, man. Society's being cut, means being slowly cut. And those that look out the window, it'll be darkened. That means no hope, no future, man. It looks very grim, man. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. That goes part of the businesses being closed, shut. We had a good experience that relating to mom and pop businesses. A few years relating to a certain thing we had to experience. So the doors are being shut in the street. When the sound of the grinding, the noise, the grinding, the hustle bustle is low, man. And he shall rise up the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music, which is music, shall be brought down low. So all these things that's going to be brought down low, man. And that's really the spirit of mirth. The spirit of mirth is being cut, man. And that's what that goes to. Retaining to the jobs and retaining to the workers. Pretty much the hustle bustle, the action relating to that makes society operate, man. You're seeing it get cut. Jobs being cut, jobs that should be pretty much stable are being cut, man. Now they make they always say that the economy is doing good in different things, but if it's doing so good, why are people getting laid off though? So it may not be doing good as they proclaim, man. Also, and when they shall be afraid of which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail. Because the man that goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the street, and the mourners are going to go in about the street, man, because society's changing, man. You know what I mean? Society's not like it used to be, man. You know what I mean? Especially when it finally, when this system collapsed, man, and changes over to a new way, man. You know, these people are going to mourn, man. Scripture talks about Isaiah 24:12. Let me get that one real quick. You know? So, and the point is, when they look out of the windows, it's darkened. You know what I mean? They see no future, no hope, man. It's bleak. Very grim, man. And that's how the future of society is going to be. It might sound sci-fi-ish. It might sound like movie-ish, but that's going to be a reality, man. At least according to the scriptures, what the scripture says. 24 of Isaiah, number 12. Now we go to number 10. The city of confusion is broken down. This is the city of confusion, man. Babel, you know, city of confusion, man. Scripture talks about good is evil is good, and good is evil, man. That's confusion itself. Lord, I'll get that one. All right, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up. That no man come in. Part of that being shut up, these businesses are being shut up, and nobody's coming in it. Nobody's working, going into work, and nothing is coming out as far as production, man. So you're seeing the shutdown, man. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened, and the mirth of the land is gone. That wine goes to pretty much that wine is part of that mirth, man. You know what I mean? You know, entertainment, the wine, entertainment, the joy, man, the joy, the happiness. That's part of that wine. You know what I mean? So it's darkened, man. You know what I mean? Because the spirit of mirth has been taken from the land, man. 12. The city is left in desolation, and the gates are smitten with destruction, man. That's the city, man. Major city. Scripture talks about that great mighty city. In 1 hour thy judgment come. That's 18 and 10 of Revelations. You know what I mean? So 1 hour, you know, that relates to ultimately what's going to happen to that great mighty city, which is Babylon. In 1 hour, that years, centuries of historical buildment through the exploitation of a certain category, groups of people, making them help build it up. But in 1 hour, it's going to help. It's going to be decimated, man. Let's get that real quick. Revelations, since I quoted it, 18. Standing afar off, the fear of her torment. So they standing afar off, seeing what's happening to that great mighty city, out of fear. Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour thy judgment comes. So that judgment comes for that great mighty city. And really, it could be taken out faster than that. You know what I mean? If the Lord choose to. But, you know, according to Scripture, it says 1 hour, man. So that would be the ultimate judgment relating to Babylon, that great mighty city. Who's Babylon? That's America, man. AKA America. The revised Rome through the new head, the spearhead, out of the seventh that came out of Great Britain, which is which will be the mother would be Great Britain. The daughter is Babylon, which is which is America, man. And that would be the spearhead of that new revised Rome, man. And that's what that's talking about, America, man. Because the torch will be passed down to the daughter, man, which is America. And who's the mother? That's Great Britain, man, passing it down to the daughter. But the scripture says the mother is confounded in shame relating to the daughter, man. That's why they're going to turn against relating to 17:16, relating to the ones that ride on, that hate the whore, man, and burn her, leave her naked and burn her with fire. That's 17:16 of Revelations, man. So that's ultimately what's going to happen, man. But relating to going back to that, you see in the city, the spirit of mirth is being taken, man, slowly and slowly, man, through the economically aspect related to these jobs. So that's part of that, man. Let's get some more news. There was a JW report talking about this the border issues, man. They had a lot of open spaces in Texas, man, where it was an open. In one of his videos, he showed an open gate, no form of security or border patrols at that scene. Anybody could walk in there and just kept on going, man. So it's a lot of open spaces. Then they showed a report where on a plane, they had immigrants flying to Texas, man. On a plane, people with luggages and stuff, immigrants, because you still have them flying from Texas in major cities all over the country, man. Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, whatever city, LA, etc., Chicago, whatever, respectfully. So you still have them over. But that video showed an open space relating to those borders. Pretty much an open gate that was unguarded, man. The scripture talks about you shall go into, relating to Ezekiel 38, man. Pretty much no border security, no Fed, no National Guard, nobody was in there. Anybody can went in there, man. He called it pretty much a Texas psyop, which is a psychological operation, man. And it could be a lot more than what is seen on the news. We know that. So that goes to the psychological, that goes to the false flag, that goes to different things, man. The point is that was an open spot, an open weak point that anybody can go in. And there's many open weak points relating to, respectfully, in that area and other areas relating to the border, man. Where they probably can't guard or not guard it, man. Let's go to Ezekiel 38. Let's go to that one real quick. And thou shalt say, I will go up into the land of unwalled villages. The unwalled villages is towns. That'll be other replacement for villages. And I will go to them that are rest. And let me see. Read it again. And thou shalt say, I will go into the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are rest. That's the people. That's the citizens, man. That dwell safely. There's a video talking about, are you prepared for aggressive migrants? Pretty much go to 2 Ezra 15, home invasion and different things, because you have an influx of volume of migrants. I'm just giving an example of that, because you get accumulation of different entities coming in through the Texas border, other than from certain normal areas that they come from, such as South America. You got people from all over the world coming through that area, but Chinese, different nationality of people, man. So in that video, was talking about, are you prepared to defend yourself against, pretty much the invasion or exodus relating to the volume of the people coming in here, man. So we're gonna get that scripture, man. (38 and 11). And thou shalt say, I will go into the land of unwalled villages. And the unwalled villages is pretty much something that has no barriers, that's not protected. And I will go into them that are at rest, the citizens that dwell safely, all of them that dwelling without walls, and having and having neither bars nor gates, man. So there's no form of barriers or protections for them, man. So anybody can go in there and do what they want to do. That goes to the siege and occupy if they wanted to, man. Because there's no form of defense, no form of barriers to keep them out. There's no form of oppositional protection, man, in a matter of speaking, man. To take a spoil, to take a prey, to turn a hand out of desolate places that are now inhabited, man. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land, man. That's pretty much siege and that's like I was saying, siege, occupy the people, the place, the things that goes in it, the spoils, the goodies, you know what I mean, the booties, which goes to the goodies and different things, man. You know what I mean? But that's what that video was talking about, you know, relating to the volume, because they can't keep up with the volume that's coming here, whether it's whether it's planned, unplanned, accident, purpose, whatever the case might be. They can't keep up the volume, man. You know what I mean? We know election season is coming. A great denomination of people would vote a certain way. They can use that for that. There'd be political pawns for this politicized, you know, relating to this border issue. That could be an option. That always probably be an option. You know what I mean? We'll give you this, we'll give you that. You know what I mean? Scripture talks about oppression. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, but a gift destroyeth the heart. So they'll get many gifts, benefits, and different things coming in here, more than the people who actually live here and grew up here. You know what I mean? But in return, they want them perhaps do this and do that, man. You know what I mean? So from a political aspect, the volume of people coming here makes good gain for one side to gain an advantage, man. You know what I mean? Whether Democratic or Republican. That being said, let's continue on. See what other news they have. Because these people, some of them are coming for a better life. Some are coming from respectfully their countries that are poverty-torn, destituted, you know what I mean, looking for a better life, you know, legitimately coming for a better life. And others have more complex intent, you know what I mean? So, you know, everybody's situation is different. But the point is, man, there's a certain way to come in here, man, you know what I mean? That's like me trying to go to Russia and just go in there and hang out and do what I want. It's a process, man. It's like anything, you know? That goes to that scripture 38:11, talking about, you know, you're gonna relating to unwalled villages, and that's America, man. Unwalled villages, unprotected, no defenses, and you know, no form of barriers or protection, man. Let's continue on. I want to see what other news is on here. All right, then you had an issue, I believe in, what was it at? A report 500 relating to CT, relating to child stuff, you know what I mean? It's over 500. One of them states, Los Angeles. 500 arrests relating to a sting operation relating to involving children. That was a report I seen earlier as well, man. Certain people were arrested, so that's a big thing. report here talking about the future food is insects. Scripture talks about Ezekiel 4:13. You should eat defiled bread. 4:13 through 16. See where all the news reports. And you still having issues with strikes. U.S. strikes Houthi anti-aircraft missile near Yemen. So you see that's the tensions with that still continue. Let me see other news. Yeah, this is just a few things relating to that. Yeah, that was it on that. Let me see. Yeah, I want to give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakadash, honors elders, apostles, men, and truth on down. Like-minded ones, teaching truth and knowledge. The Wadi Yahweh Shem Yahshua put in the spirit of elders, apostles, men, and truth on down, relating this truth and knowledge, so we can know this truth and knowledge. Call Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakadash, give all praise Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Shem Kakadash. You have a report here talking about NYPD officers attacked by 5 migrants, men in Town Square. So you're going to see the aggression, like I was telling you, relate to the migrants, man. You know what I mean? Some of them, That's it. That being said, hope this helps in some way, Shalom.